These pizzas were meant for the players after the game was over, but someone told me they were free, and I just couldn't help myself. Sorry, guys. It's North versus South in the 2015 Wyoming Coaches Association All-Star Boys Basketball game. First quarter, the South is wearing the yellow. Kendrick Jackson of Wheatland will go coast to coast for the lay-in to score the first points of the contest. Thus, it's 2-0. It ended up being 4-zip before the North got going offensively. Marcus Nolan of Kelly Walsh with a pull-up jumper. Good. 12 points for the Trojan grad, and that would make the score 4-2. The pull-ups were working for a while. Chris Quayle of Riverton steps right up and knocks one down for 3. He led all scorers with 16 points, and the North would take the lead 5-4. The South could hit from long range as well. Joe Legursky III shooting from the wing, and he likes to dip his wings in some hot sauce. 11 points were his numbers. We now have a tie game. It's 7-7. We had quite a shooting clinic going on in the early goings of this game. Brandon Fullerton of Riverton hits from behind the arc for 3 of his 11. That would break the tie, and the score is now 10-7. Here is where the big move of the game took place. The North is on the run. Mitchell Wilcox of Buffalo is wide open in the corner, and that's how you finish a fast break. It would open up a 9-point lead, thus the scoreboard reads 16-7. The South would have to adjust. Treasure Hollister of Guernsey Sunrise fools a defender and then cans a long-range 2. He had to do something because the defense was closing in. His team was down 20-13 after the first 10 minutes. Second quarter, the North would pick up the pace. Check out this play by Taylor Hepp of Buffalo. Sweet finish, although he almost took out the camera. The lead is in double digits. It's a 24-13 ball game, and they were not letting up. Callie Smith of Powell has some college plans, so he better aim from college range. That's 3 of his 13 points, and that was part of a 16-6 run. The North was in control with the score at 32-17. How about some defense? This was awesome. Jalen Krennings of Rollins tries to go up against Nolan. Get that out of here. Krennings should not have gone for the pump fake. Nolan read that play, and that got some oohs and ahs from fans and players on both sides. Krennings would try again. He just needed a new approach. It's good to see the Gatorade Player of the Year back on the court after sustaining his injury at the state tournament back in March. He contributed with 11, and the South now trails 34-26. But the North was not about ready to let them get any closer. Smith has a move or two to put on, and that would put the lead back into double digits. It was 40-30 going into the locker room. Third quarter, the small school players got their share of highlights as well. This was the only 2 points for Walker Carrico of DuBois, but it was a good-looking 2 points. The scoreboard now reads 42-30. All-star games are sometimes a chance to show off. That's what Smith had in mind on this highlight, but it did not go the way he wanted it to. But we all got a good laugh out of it, and he did too. The South needed to make a move soon, or else the comeback was going to become that much more difficult. Legursky from way downtown, that's a start. His dad liked that one, and it was 42-33 at this point. And just to illustrate what I mean, Dad was in the crowd, always representing UW and the family wherever he goes. Back to the action. Wilcox and Krennings had a good rivalry back in their high school days. Wilcox wanted the last laugh, and he got it. That makes the score 46-35. Let's get someone new into these highlights. How about Barry Greenwald of Lingle Fort Laramie? The fadeaway drops in to give the South 2 more points, but they are still down 60-48. The CWAC had its representatives. Here's Denton Shaw from Lusk finishing the fast break with a high kiss off the glass, but the South was having a hard time getting over that 10-point barrier. They were on the wrong end of a 64-52 score going into the final 10 minutes. Fourth quarter, they kept trying and had a few good plays here and there. This was a good one by Legursky. Hoop and the foul. That was pretty. The 3-point play would make this a 72-60 game, and his boys are still losing. However, the North was able to maintain control for most of the game, and even when things got a little out of hand, they made the most of it. Nolan collects the loose ball and stuffs it in the toy box. His squad was cruising, with the scoreboard reading 76-62. In the end, the North had 5 players score in double figures. Here's number 5. It's Carter Baxter of Powell. He poured in a dozen. There's 3 of them. It was an all-star sweep for the North as they won the volleyball and girls basketball games earlier, and they would win the boys basketball game comfortably, 84-70.